Hello, everybody. What's up? My name's Aaliyah. I just decided to film a random video. I must get ready to go nowhere. Maybe anybody who's bored at home wants to watch me talk to myself because I do that anyways, regardless if there's a camera. Don't really know what type of look I'm gonna do. I myself have gone through I'm still going through it, but like a skin journey. I had alright skin for a hot minute, but that was because of the contraceptive I was on at the time. Then I decided to get off of that, like any hormonal contraceptive, and my skin purged itself for a very long time. I was always wearing makeup to try to cover it up, which you're not supposed to do. I know, like it's a vicious cycle of like getting a breakout and then piling makeup on top of it. I always start with my eye makeup, but before I moisturize, just because people tell me to do it. There's also SPF in my moisturizer. Again, not that I'm going anywhere, but like Miss Jackie Ina says, like I'm obviously sitting in front of my window, so I'm getting sun exposure. Well, it's overcast, but you know what I mean. I would ask what you guys have been up to. It's a whole lot of nothing, I'm assuming. I finished Jane the Virgin finally, and I feel like that was a journey in its own. I need to look into other shows to start. I was gonna watch, what's it called, Lock and Key on Netflix, because I love scary movies, shows, whatever. I'm kind of not really getting into it, so I don't know yet. I might switch it up. A lot of people have told me to watch Ozark, which I hear you, but like, will I actually? I don't know. Like, they said the first season's slow, so. Alright, so I grabbed another palette because I have just a little ghetto broken mirror that I use in my purse, but don't really want to expose myself just yet, you know? I'm gonna use her because she's got a beautiful mirror. Shout out to Manny Mwah. Okay, shut up, Aaliyah. Just start. You gotta prime the lids because apparently it does something. So, you know, typically I would have music playing while I'm doing this, and then it takes me 80,000 times longer to get ready because, you know, full-on concert over here. Choreo, fucking backing vocals, I got you, my own hype woman, when I'm alone. It's a process, but you know, it helps me, one, find something to do, and also two, entertain myself. I'm an only child. I've had to entertain myself basically my whole life. And I'm okay with that. Now that I'm holding this one too, I just feel like I'm gonna use both of them, and they're also, wow, they have very similar colors in them. But it's okay. It's fine. I'm gonna dip into her because she's kind of cute. Don't really have too much rhyme or reason why I do things certain ways. Everyone, I feel, has taught themselves to do makeup or nails or hair, whatever. I feel like a lot of my generation has learned on YouTube from like beauty gurus or whatever. Just because I do my makeup a certain way doesn't mean it's correct by any means. Like, I'm just going with it. I don't know how shit's gonna end up looking, but like if I hate it, just wash it off, it's fine. I swear, also, she's blended, so like hopefully it like translates okay. Again, if not, I really don't care. I don't care if I go out here and get all messy because once I do my foundation, concealer, all of that, like she gets fixed. So it might look really bad before it looks kind of okay. Windshield wipers, kids. I have very Easter-like nails, I'm aware. I just did them yesterday and I kind of hate it, so probably gonna redo that also. I'm just gonna chalk this up as like self-care because it is therapeutic for me to like do my makeup and also do my nails. I've never gotten into going to get my nails done. I've done it a few times, but to me, one, I hate putting my fate in someone else's hands. I have like a good attention to detail, especially with nails. With makeup, yeah, I can notice when I fuck up, but like, you're either gonna try to fix it and make it 80 times worse, or you're just gonna accept it and like be okay with it. With my nails, if I see that they didn't like get the whole nail, I'm upset. I don't even want the nail polish on it anymore. And I've figured out too, for some reason, like when I go, I always try to get a color that I wouldn't normally do, which is like, why? Because you know you're not gonna like the end result. Like maybe you might, a slight chance you might like the end result, but like if it's something I'm not used to, one, letting someone else do my nails, and two, a color that I'm not used to having on my skin, obviously I'm gonna feel weird and not really like it. Why waste my money? I get over nail colors after like 2 days and then I redo them, so it's kind of pointless to me. But go off to those of you who love to go get your nails done. I support you. I will sit with you and talk with you, but like I'm not gonna spend my money on that. Thanks. Next. I'm just not gonna. These brushes are not very clean, so by me doing this, it's pretending to clean them. And we don't even have to lie to each other. It's out here. The whole concept of like fake it till you make it is kind of a thing. A girl loves her neutrals. By a girl, all of you too. Also, like, I know I can make it a cut crease, but that is a lot of work. I might just make her darker on the edge already. She's pigmented. Go off. Gorgeous, beautiful, shimmering, beautiful. Do they all look the same? Probably. They're different, I swear. Girls, when they get new toxic boyfriends, they're different, I swear. I'm going to use one of my throwback trusty dual-sided brushes from one of my Naked palettes. Throwback! Remember when the Naked palettes were that bitch? Because sis, if you didn't have a Naked palette, who were you? Yeah, I'm gonna dip into her, use some of my setting spray to make her more sparkly or something. She is beautiful. If you hear buzzing, it's my best friend who is one of those texters that can't just send one message, but sends literally 7 messages, because why not? Appreciate her, love her. Like, sis. Earlier when I said about doing a cut crease, I still apply the eyeshadow as if I cut my crease, so like I'll go a little bit above, like there's my crease, and I'll put it, you see it's like sparkly here. I'll like kind of fake it because, I don't know, it has kind of the same effect without having to do that extra step, and I feel like it's just softer, and I feel like you for sure can't tell because like I'm filming it on my laptop because I'm not a YouTuber, but it's okay. Now is the time where you can risk it all and do a wing. Ooh. But, you know what? I did this the other day. Have you guys seen when people use like eyeshadow? I'll just do like a little line along my lash line to make it like, make my lashes look a little more full, I guess, is what that does. Allegedly. Cannot confirm or deny if it's the truth, but I mean, sure. So at this point, my eyes for the top half, I think are done. Now is I'm gonna do my base. I'm using my white as fuck color. Don't at me. And if it's not a good color match, also don't at me, because this is all I got. And that's what we're gonna do. At one point, this matched me perfectly. I'm also running out of it, so like, You know what I've noticed with this? Because this is like my third bottle purchased. Once it like runs out from the pump, there's so much more product in here. Like if I crack this freaking top off, I could use it for way longer. Like, and I feel like that's with any makeup foundation. If you just crack that hoe open, there's a lot more inside there. So like, you're welcome. I don't know. And also like I use my gross blush top lid. Like I should get maybe like a coaster or glass thing to squirt my foundation into, but like that's more purchases that I shouldn't be making. So I'm just gonna continue to use this. I also blow it out. Why? I don't know. It's not hygienic whatsoever, but I make the rules here. So get my dirty foundation brush. Oh wait. Whoa. Okay. So remember I like moisturized earlier? Like I said, I've been going on like a skincare journey, and by that I got prescribed an acne cream that dries the absolute shit out of my skin. Like it was bad, you know, like it really dried out this area of my skin. It was really flaky and nasty and disgusting. Not to like talk down on myself, but it was really bad. I have upped my nighttime moisturizer to the Cetaphil, like one that comes in a tub that's really thick. And then I'll apply like my acne cream on top of that. Kind of not put such a harsh like cream directly onto my skin. I don't know if that like messes with the effectiveness, but so far so good. And I also like watched maybe like one YouTube video on someone who also used this cream that I'm on, and she recommended doing that. So I always get my foundation out. I put my setting powder, which is Cody Airspun. Shout out Patrick Starr for putting me onto this. I almost dropped it, and I caught it with it's going really well. One time, since I'm dumb and I just sit this like this, one time I sneezed and it went flying everywhere. Onto my bed, onto my clothes. Cannot trust myself with things like that. I have my old dirty Benefit Porefessional. The silicone in this helps with oil control. Don't know if that's true. I mean, it kind of makes sense because it's just clogging your pores. You know, it's like filling it in essentially, so it makes sense. I don't know the science behind it. I just am a consumer and I listen to what they say. I'm like, yeah, that sounds about right. Who knows? So I'm gonna dip my brush in, and I first lay it down where it's like the most scarring, just because I feel like that's where it's gonna be the densest. Even though I blend it out obviously, but I'll pat it there. Patting, and once I feel like it's on there, then I'll kind of start buffing. For me, I really wish I was a apply foundation with a beauty blender type of girl, but what I've noticed is when my acne was way more active or flared, I guess, if I used a beauty blender, it would literally pick up the foundation off of where I had a breakout because there was like a scab or whatever. Like the pimple would be like, nah fam, you thought you're getting foundation on there. So I use my beauty blender for my concealer. I'll use it to set some spots on my face, but other than that, maybe one day I can be a part of the elite. But until now, you know, gotta work with maybe some streakiness. Of like freckles or moles, whatever you want to call them. But I don't mind if those are still showing. I feel like, you know, girls be drawing on freckles and shit, so why not just keep mine showing? You know what I mean? I have like a little guy there, but if I feel like I wanted more coverage, I would put like the smallest smallest amount and then like cover it back up over those, but I'm not going anywhere. I might just kind of be a baddie and, you know, stretch my eye like that. Probably shouldn't, but whatever. So to the girls who like can do shit like that without making an ugly face, how does it feel? How does it feel? Because I can't do it. I used Makeup Revolution. I did use Shape Tape for a minute when she was balling like that, but can't do that. So yeah, and if I'm looking over here, I have my like mirror standing up right here. So I'm gonna put this there, down the nose, here, here. Wow, look fabulous. Before, I would just do this, and then I'd go right away and blend it, and then I'd do one under eye, blend it, one under eye, blend it. I don't have the patience for that anymore, so I'll put it just there, and on the other side, excuse any ugly faces that I might possibly make. Gotta get in there, guys. For me, I'll purpose, I know I'm not the only one. Pisces shit, but I will purposefully put on like a simp ass playlist I have and put myself into feels just because. Why? I don't know. That includes like, you know, my girl SZA, some Sabrina Claudio, some Daniel Caesar. Don't come for me, I'm sorry. Just like, sometimes you just have to listen to some simpy ass music. Oh wow, I completely covered my face, sorry. Oops, whatever. Just know that I'm just fucking pouncing this shit. Then I'm gonna like flip my sponge to the other side, dip into powder, and put it just under my under eyes right there. And the center of my face. Wow, I got really bold and was just gonna stare into this one. I'm gonna grab this big ass fucking powder brush. And I just go over my whole face. Wherever you set with the sponge, it's a little damp. Not wet, like wet, but just a little damp because it's a wet sponge. So this kind of sets that again. Like, I feel like the sponge packs it on. Look at all the powder on my shirt. It just, whatever. I'm just gonna hope that just, okay. And then my 5 head. Since I have both Hoola, like the original and the light, my extra ass dips into both of them. Don't really know if it makes any type of a difference, but in my brain it does, so it makes a slight difference to me. By slight, like a big difference. My scars that I have for my skin healing are like directly in the path of where I like bronze / contour. So I feel like it rubs off my foundation and then shows my scars. Nobody's fucking perfect. And we live in, let's just go on a rant. We live in a day where Photoshop and Facetune is like, you can't do anything without those apps, and I'm guilty of it too. Like, trust me, I probably will take a picture and Photoshop that bitch off my face or Facetune it off, whatever. But why? Like, why are we hiding something so normal to like fit some type of beauty standard that like is clearly not real? Like, you're putting on all of this makeup to try to look a certain way. But you know, I'm all for it. Don't get me wrong. Look at me. The fuck? Like, I'm all for it. I fell into the trap, guys. But like, it's all fun and games to me, and like, it washes off, and I know this is like, I'm not trying to fool anybody. Like, you really think I naturally have orange eyelids? Like, no. So, whatever. But it's hard to not fall into that idealistic like beauty standard, and I just have to remind myself that everybody has breakouts, even celebrities, even fucking models, whatever. And if I get a breakout, it's normal, it's fine. I shouldn't beat myself up over it and feel some type of way. If I see a girl and she looks fucking snatched, dude, and her, especially if her highlight is hitting on next level strength, like, best believe I'm gonna tell her, Like, I just don't understand why us girls can't be there for each other. Why do it always gotta be a competition? Like, why do we have to feel bad because we don't look like someone or sound like someone, or I don't know. It's so dumb. Then here I am, like, bronzing on to make my jawline look like I have a jawline. It's okay. If you don't blend this, you're gonna look crazy. You're gonna see a brown line under your jaw. So like, and I've been there. Trust me. Trust me. I've been there, baby. Time to contour my schnoz or my nose. This is, I used to never contour anything, especially my nose. Like, I'll go back and look at pictures when I first started doing makeup thinking that I looked real fucking cute, which I kind of did, but like, I'm not a Nikita Dragon. Go off, sis. Like, please, I wish I could do that shit. But I kind of feel like I do an okay job. And I don't care if people can see. Like, obviously, again, I'm not trying to fool anyone into thinking that like this is my face naturally. Like, no. I'm gonna kind of just do that face and start here and really put some here and connect it to this natural shadow I have there. Okay, and then I kind of go up here to connect it all, just to make it look a little more seamless. Fucking clock me, I don't care, whatever. If I feel all right, then I feel all right. And then I just kind of do this at the tip also. And then like once you highlight to the nose, she looks real cute. You can throw it back because I have her original old ass, for sure expired, I don't care. Luminoso baked powder blush, throw fucking back. And I'm pretty sure it's like a different like color. It's the same, they brand it as like the same one, but I feel like if you go and buy a Luminoso now, if you even still can, it looks different, but whatever. I'm gonna dip into her. Kind of go like this, not that it makes any difference, but whatever. And I'm gonna put most of it here and a little bit on my cheek. What is it? Not my cheek. I mean, it is my cheek. The apple of my cheek. There we go. And then I bring her up here. Put majority of it back here. Some apples up here. And Luminoso has like some sort of shimmer in it, which I probably should have done that because I have a pimple right there and it'll like highlight that, but whatever, here we are. And then whatever's on my brush, I'll just do it here. Again, I haven't gotten bold enough to like fully fucking do that yet. Okay, that's enough. Enough. Like that already looks kind of wild to me, but I'm gonna go with it. I get my beauty blender. I use this flat side. I more so, like if I'm not gonna fully bake, I for sure clean up under here. Cause like I feel like here it looks a little better than on this side where it kind of dipped down a little bit. Think of like magic eraser. It's not gonna perfectly do it, but like it'll help hide your mistakes that you've made. So I'm gonna do that. Which that's kind of very angled. I might put more and go up like that. Let me see. Let me do my other side. Here. Then I get a little throwback triangle square, and then I will go down on the center of my face, so I'll put it here. And shout out to my mom for genetics for giving me these, because I'm a very expressive person, and I always like that's just always my reaction to anything, good or bad. So like, I'm sure by the end of this, I'm already gonna have that shit indented. So I just do this in hopes that like it's gonna help make it not as noticeable. So I went down to about here with powder, and then I'm gonna put a little dot on the tip of my nose, like that. Which once I brush this off, I'll put like highlighter there. But I guru's doing it, so I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put a little more on the bridge of my nose because it helps lift that part. And I just contour the edges. There we go. From up here down. That kind of failed, but you knew what I was trying to do. Hopefully, and I'll just put some here. I don't know why I always do it twice. Maybe because the first time's a fail and I flop and then I try to fix it. Well, it's a lot of powder, I know, but again, I'm oily and I use a lot of setting spray, so it'll like melt it into my face, I swear. So I'm gonna let her sit for a minute. I'm gonna take just like a little brush and wipe her. Down the nose, down her eyes. Since that's done, I'm gonna take my first round of setting spray, drench my face, like fully try to get rid of any powdery substance. So here we go. And I focus it on my cheekbones and the center a little more because that's where I'm gonna put highlight. That's good enough. Like do you see that? That's fully even my chest. Try not to talk too much either because it's gonna put any creases. I'll use my blender, like the other side that has no powder. Push it in down here in the center of my forehead. I'm gonna just use a palette. Just try. This smells so good, by the way. Like it's just the regular setting spray. We're gonna go in with Miss Bretman, Babe in Paradise. She's real cute. Vacation and Get Laid, because she's powerful too. I'm not gonna fucking lie. Like, I'll first highlight my nose with this little pencil brush. I'm gonna dip into both, kind of tap off, and I'm gonna go down the center of my nose first. And I try to keep this line fairly thin because this helps with the illusion of like a skinny nose. So there's that. She's powerful, I'm telling you. Sometimes I go like up here because it helps lift, but I'll spread it out a little bit. I don't know if that's what I'm supposed to do or like against the rules, but I don't care. And then, like I said, we add to the tip of the nose. I want it to shine when I'm looking straight forward. At first I used to tilt my nose down and then like put it up here, but it kind of defeats the purpose. So I'm gonna look straight ahead and I'm gonna add that there. She's there. She's there, people. Hello? Are you there? My inner corners. And this is where I will gladly OD on putting highlight, is the inner corners. And then, remember earlier when I did like a fake cut crease and I put it up there? I'll kind of push this into that. Some on my little brow bone. Some there. Some there. Concentrate it most here. Baby. Then I put her up here. If I don't have like metal cheekbones, which is not for everyone, trust me. I still even did this when, I mean, I still have texture, but like when my acne was not in any sort of control, I would still fucking OD on highlight. Put some up here. Concentrate it most directly above the arch of your brow, and then I kind of blend it upwards. Bretman gives me something that delivers. I'm gonna put a lot on. Like, that's it. Why wouldn't I? You could put it on like your cupid's bow. So I always forget because I hella overline the top lip because she's kind of non-existent. But I'll do it just because we're here. Why not? I'll put it here. And then sometimes I'll draw like along these lines. Still, I'm gonna put eyeshadow on the bottom, but I set my face one more time and then I will put the powder on underneath. So I'm gonna grab my Decay all-nighter. Again, just fucking, when you think you put enough, put a little more. I need to go grab my mascara and I will be right back. I'm gonna use my transition colors that I used on the bottom lash line. So like the lighter orangey, reddish colors. And then I'll put the tiniest amount of like the darker color that I put on the here, just slightly along the lash line, barely, like probably pointless of me to do that. And then I'm going to look up and put it along here. I'm going to put majority of it in the outer corner and just kind of flick some. And then I'm going to get some of the darker shade, not the darkest, but a darker shade, and just slightly put it on the outer corner of the lash line. She's a little Maybelline girl. I'm gonna look, see, I hold my mirror basically like slightest angle, and I look down because it helps me not get it on my lid. It's still gonna happen. I can pretty much guarantee you that, like, that much is gonna happen. I just feel like my lashes used to love me. They just are sassy. Yeah, I'm for sure not putting fake eyelashes on. Like, you got me all the way messed up if you think I am. For sure not. I have really long bottom lashes, and I feel like my top lashes are pretty decent, but if I put a lot on the bottom, it just looks a little crazy. I'm gonna just kind of do this and get off longer particles. I'm gonna wipe off my crusty lips, get a lipstick. I'll probably fix my hair a little bit, and I will be right back. Lipstick time, baby. My bottom lip, she's cool. My top lip, who is she? I don't know her. So I'm gonna just do my natural like bottom lip. If anything, I'll put a little more under here to make it look a little more like pouty. And I kind of smile. Really stretch my I might just fill my lip in with this because it kind of is cute. Usually if I use just lip liner as a lipstick, I'll put like the slightest amount of chapstick on. Like I'll fill it like this, and then I'll put slight amount of chapstick and rub my lips together because it's really drying just to have this. But I don't know, we'll see. I'll follow typically, so I don't really have a prominent lip line, so it's, you can't really tell. You can, but like you can't. I'm gonna slightly draw over the Cupid's bow, and if I followed this, it would just be like that, right? But I'm gonna go out of the line slightly here and connect it down. Okay, give me a second. I for sure need to get chapstick. This shit is dry. So I'm just gonna get some chapstick and do that. Might have put too much on. It's okay. You just have to be careful because like I added a lot of moisture, and if it was just lip liner, like it wouldn't really transfer. Then I get a Q-tip because I left some of that mascara up here. Should have done this before I set my face. To be honest, I forgot. This is it. My makeup to go nowhere. If you're still here, tight. Should I keep filming? Maybe. I'm bored. If I get ready, I might as well. Thanks for sticking with me, guys. Hope you guys are staying sane. And it is a scary time right now, and it's a lot of unknown, so it's okay to feel like you don't know what the fuck is going on, because nobody does. And don't put anybody in harm's way if you don't have to. Talk to you guys soon.